All right, yeah, 16 and we're not mature enough to have an abortion. That is correct. A 16-year-old is not mature enough to have an abortion. I saw this in the news today in Florida. About 5 hours ago, this news came out that this girl is pregnant, and the judge has said she's not old enough to make this decision, and that is true. She should have some protection around her. She is an orphan, from what I understand. She doesn't have parents, but that doesn't mean that other people should not be protecting her. I'm probably going to get some hate for this, and that's okay. It's part of life. You really don't need to care what other people think about you. You beat to your own drum, and if people don't like you, the heck with them, basically. That is how I feel. So when people do, appreciate you, you're going to draw the right people to you. And that's just the way it is. So the truth is, this girl is too young. And we see the snarky news reporters saying, oh, but she's old enough to be a mother, isn't she? The age doesn't matter. Okay, it does not matter how old she is. This child was conceived in this manner. Children are a gift from God, and whether she feels ready or not is not the deciding factor here. The deciding factor is that that baby has a right to life. That baby has a human right to life. So I'm working on my homework. I'll be starting even more, getting into some stuff with the post-abortive class I had. I was 16. I had no idea what an abortion was. Nobody told me, no guidance, no help, nothing. Just brought to the doctors and told basically to open my legs without even knowing what was going to happen. You don't teach kids to kill, and that is what they're trying to do. And when these news reporters can't get the satisfaction of letting this girl do whatever she wants, they're really doing character assassination to not only the judges, but to the truth. The truth is she is way too young, and it shouldn't even be thought of, basically. She is now a mother. So why would you encourage a mother to kill their child? This is no different than if a 16-year-old goes and robs a bank. It is wrong, and if she killed someone at the bank, it is still wrong. So Florida has it right. I'm behind them, and these feminists, not just women, but men who are chiming in and saying that this girl has a right to abort her child, it's sickening, okay? And then we want to silence men like fathers. This father has a right to his child. I know for me, the father of my child was just totally, not really allowed much of a voice. Just the relationship was over, and then nobody really gave enough weight to him. I know that I think he pretty much was fine with the abortion in his own little way, but it's not okay. And more importantly, this baby has a voice. This baby has a right. And when we see this, and we see adults who know better, adults who are the ones who are more responsible, we see these adults saying it's okay to kill in the name of money or their rights. It's absolutely disgusting. So yes, a 16-year-old, she needs to take responsibility. Okay, she did sleep with someone, and if, like me, you were taught that was okay and it really wasn't wrong to have sex outside of marriage, and it was just part of life and part of dating, part of the culture, there is still a sense that usually at 16, there is some sort of risk of getting pregnant. Even if you think you're invincible and it's not going to happen to you, there's still a sense of knowing it could. There is, like, in the back of your mind sometimes as a kid, maybe 1% chance of getting pregnant, because they do teach you in schools that condoms are safe. They actually introduce you in school to condoms. They tell you that it's just an egg. It's just a sperm and an egg, a blob of tissue, whatever. I remember that in 8th grade with Mrs. Hill as my teacher teaching that. I wasn't even ready to hear that stuff. I mean, in 6th grade, I heard the birds and the bees, and I thought it was absolutely disgusting. So, you want to encourage girls, if they are going to take the chance or risk for whatever reasons. Maybe she came from a really awful place in life and sex was her escape, whatever it is. She needs to take responsibility for her actions. And that is the most loving thing you can do for this girl right now, because if it's swept under the rug or something, and she's not taught that sexual immorality has consequences, she will do it again and again and again. And you're actually hurting this girl instead of letting her be busy being a mother. And I know in my case, that would have been the better option, to be busy. Give your girls responsibility. You chose this, now it's your responsibility. You're going to make sure the father has responsibility. Make him take it. And then that way, you think twice before you do something like that again.